Welcome everyone, it is I, Dub Devil, also known as Q, or Q also known as Dub Devil. Either way, we are back with another episode of Everlasting Summer, Part 5. So, last time I tried to blitz it all the way through day 2, day 1. It did not work because there's so much dialogue now that I have to put it at certain parts. So now I'm timing myself to make the videos less long, not like 50 minutes or 40 or 30, more like 20 or like in the 17 range. So let's get started. We stopped where we had to ponder about life, and now we have to answer a question of our little friend here. I'm gonna call her Luna, I guess. So we have to praise the book or keep silent. Oh, it's a difficult task. I would usually keep silent or praise the book because this determines on like what girl we get. I guess this is like testing us throughout day 1. So I'll praise the book. A good book. Also, my thoughts about this game is still the same. It's pretty good. Dialogue is awesome. The art is good. The storyline, it's really going somewhere actually. I still have this pondering moment of how we got here. That's the only thing I have. So it keeps me guessing on what's happening. Thanks. Honestly speaking, I haven't read it, but I think that such literature suits her very well. Oh, her name is Lena. Lena didn't seem to be interested in continuing the conversation. Well, if I'm bothering you... No. She answered while still looking at the book. Can I sit beside you for a while? Why? And really, why? Maybe just because I was very tired and having company is better than being alone. And maybe I wanted to try to find something out from her. I carefully examined Lena. But no, I doubt that. Well, I don't know. I'm not allowed to. Feel free. But if I'm bothering you... No, you're not. I can leave. Just say. Everything's alright. Okay then. I sat on the end of the bench carefully. After such an intense talk, staying here was the last thing I wanted, but it wouldn't be nice to just stand up and leave. That didn't really go well, huh? Lena hasn't answered anything. Jeez, man, this girl is really silent. It seems I made a fool out of myself. I mean, she could be a little bit uncomfortable. Who knows? She didn't really, we didn't really force to sit down with her. I mean, she said okay, so we sat down to her. I bet if Elena was here, she'd have a good laugh at me. Yeah, because Elena is a really troublemaker, I would say. She's one of those people where she loves to have fun and play pranks on people, and she loves to be chased around at that point. So yeah, I think Elena would really call me, she in the last video, she freaking she really called me names, and she really put a bug underneath my goddamn food, and that was what the fuck, man. And of course I chased her down, but no avail. We lost her. Do you enjoy being here? I recalled that Sylvia's question and thought it would be a good start for a conversation. Yeah, I'm sniffing. I don't even know if I'm sick. I probably am. Goddamn cold. I hate the winter, man. Yes. She smiled slightly. I guess I like it too. Lena definitely isn't very sociable and probably can't carry on a meaningless conversation as easily as Sylvia. But there was something about her that attracted attention. Like a momentary glimpse of a reflection in the glass on a rainy autumn evening, which makes you turn around and stare into darkness, searching for something that you saw out of the corner of your eye. Of course, you weren't able to distinguish or understand what it was, but it still felt so tempting. Lena was still reading the book without paying any attention to my presence, and I had no intention of asking her anything about the camp or this world in general. Ah, jeez. Fucking scroll wheel. I have to remember not to touch it. Beautiful night. Beautiful night. Yes. I'm gonna call her Luna. Yeah, that's her name right now. Her name is Luna. How in a world would you start a conversation with her? It's late. I have to go. Yes, it's quite late. Good night. Night. There was something strange about this girl. At first glance, she is typically shy and modest pioneer girl, but the mystery of Luna took its own place in the massive list of mysteries about this camp, which I had started to put together in my head. Alright. A lazy evening, there's nothing like a good time with nothing to do. I headed towards Olga's cabin. The light in the house was on. I mean, of course, they're probably still awake. Hello, Simon. Wait, hello, Simon. Hello, wait, you're quite late. Yeah. Okay, she's still probably a part of this operation. I don't like her. She really creeps me out. I went for a walk to look around the camp. Alright. You will be sleeping here. She pointed her finger at one of the beds. Right here? I was a bit surprised. Yeah, is something wrong? We are out of free cabins anyway. The camp leader smiled, but I rather think it was just out of pointlessness. You do want to be a decent pioneer, don't you? There was a clear emphasis on the word decent. Yep, sure. I was lost in thought for a moment. Don't you mind it, mademoiselle? Oh, goddamn. She looked at me oddly, with a surprise and some offense in her eyes. Oh god. A pioneer should respect their elders, Olga said strictly. Of course he should. No one argues with that. I blathered, not realizing what was wrong. Shouldn't you also? She stared at me. Jeez, man, we kind of pissed her off with the whole mademoiselle type thing. Under such a gaze, even mithril forged by the best dwarf masters from the deepest dungeons would melt. Jeez, are we getting into Skyrim right now? Is this how we are? Should I? What? What's up? Yo, okay, that's mad disrespect right there, bro. You're gonna get sucked for that. Annoyance and a lack of understanding made me raise my voice. Oh my god. You don't understand what you're doing right now? You're really You're just like adding more and more, like, oh my god. You must address adults appropriately. Dude, you're gonna get hit in the face. Dude, this is how people get slapped, dude. You're really screwing up here. Yes, of course there are a lot of strange things here. But this girl is just a couple years older than me. Or maybe even younger. But I decided not to argue. While just a few minutes ago, I would never have called her an adult. I have to admit that she was also given a strong character. And in any case, I wasn't in a position to argue. As you say, ma'am, I mumbled. That's much better. That is how a decent pioneer should conduct himself. And now it's time to sleep. Okay. Honestly speaking, I was going to become neither a decent nor an indedicate pioneer. Oh man, or an indecent pioneer, I would say. Just yesterday, I wasn't going to become a pioneer at all. Yeah, I mean, like, you kind of got dragged into this. But do I have a choice now? If you don't want to, well, we'll have to make you. This is the motto Olga was probably going to use. Yeah, I mean, like, he even agrees with me. This place is weird. They're like some type of club cult kind of thing. Like, they force you or brainwash you or some way. But that's my theory. It's anyone's. I guess it's anyone's theory. I climbed onto the bed and closed my eyes, only to realize how tired I was after today. Something hammered in my head awfully, as if my brains had straightened a night shift. Starting a night shift. And they seemed to be aimed for more at rolling steel than working on something more sensitive. Oh, we're dreaming about the bus again. The bus flew through my mind. In the square with the monument, the canteen full of pioneers. I like how she's like the first person that we think of when that happens. And the malicious face of Yelena. God, she's gonna be in our dreams. Oh my god. Oh, Sylvia. Alright, I guess we're getting into deeper meaning here. Luna, I would say. And even recalling Eliza didn't give me too much of a negative feeling. What if I'm here for good? I mean, you can ask them how long they've been here. Day 2! Alright, awesome. I don't even know if I should end it here or go into it more. Into like a cliffhanger type deal. But I'll just keep going. Still have enough time. I was having a dream. It seemed like I was in some kind of vacuum with nothing but nothing around me. Nothing but nothing around me, huh? Yep, I guess that's what darkness feels like. But not only around, I was the only creature in the universe. Jeez, dude. As if the universe had returned to a state of singularity right before the Big Bang. And something was just about to happen. Suddenly I heard a voice. Oh, it's the same girl. I could not make out the words, but it sounded familiar. The voice was whispering something gently, as if soothing me. And then I realized. It was the voice of that strange girl from the bus. The girl from the dream. But what is she trying to tell me? Who is she? Oh, morning. I woke up. Bright sunlight struck my eyes. It was almost noon. After stretching lazily on the bed and yawning, I started to recall the previous day. In a few seconds, all its events passed before my eyes. The bus, the camp, and the local inhabitants. No, that's just wrong. not the whole situation, not me being here. It was wrong by default. My attitude towards what was happening was wrong. Because yesterday I fell asleep here just like that, and before that I chatted nicely with the local pioneers, even managed to crack a few jokes. How could I act like that in such a situation? I should be frightened, startled by the every little rustling, should avoid all contact with the with the potentially hostile creatures. I mean, it's not like you're gonna get attacked by bears. The last day's events were getting hazy, like I had a hangover. Be drinking. This really feels like the morning after a heavy drinking party. Yesterday's natural, flawless, absolutely normal conduct becomes a nightmare in the morning. A corset illustration from the Divine Comedy. Yes, it's just like that, and I can't change the past now. Then again, I probably assessed the situation and was acting accordingly. I glanced around trying to figure out whether I had been thrown out somewhere else, but Olga's cabin looked the same as yesterday. Everything seemed to be in place except for the pioneer uniform, which was hanging from the bedhead. I fumbled with it in distrust and tried it on. At least this is better than walking around in winter clothes. Wish I could see myself, but bet I look like a clown. And for that, I needed a mirror. At least a tiny one. I finally found one on the wardrobe door. Holy! I looked at the newfound pioneer and jumped away in surprise. There was some teenager on the other side of the mirror. Wait, so you mean... What the fuck? Wait, I just noticed that! Oh my god. So we did go back in time, or is this another universe? Alright, well, that's where I'm gonna leave it off. It's been, I guess, 15 minutes or past that right now. So, right now it's really getting good at this point, because now my speculations are getting lowered a bit from, like, the cult thing to, like, a more of a time travel-esque thing. So it could probably be that. Anyway, if you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you all, enjoyed this little story. I would say 6 and 7 will come out today, probably in separate times, because, I have to, get situated and stuff and make sure everything works, and that's all is going to be left off now. And I really want to do more of this, because today I really want to get farther and farther more into the story, since it's really hitting, like, day 2 is really, like, I wouldn't say the climax, but it's elevating, getting to the climax. So, yeah. See you all later. Bye for now.